Okay, this is Grace. Some of you know her. She's basically said yes to a couple of questions I've asked her about being rideable. And now I'm going to hop on her and talk about the one-step wonder, that simple game that we wrote about. Ooh, you are tall, girlfriend. Check our cinch is good. Will she stand for me to get on? She says yes. Then she says no. So I bring her back and I ask her to stand again. Yeah, you're all right. Big, relaxing, lick and chew, everything we want to see from you. Okay. Did not ask her to go. So we call that impulsiveness. If you ask your horse to go, and they keep going, we call that impulsiveness too, unless you've taught your horse cruise control. So I'm actually going to do the opposite of cruise control. I did not ask her to go, so I'm going to back her up and reset and drop my reins and say thank you. And just pat her and say, you're not going anywhere yet. But this is kind of the perfect night for this, because Grace is usually a little bit less impulsive than this. There's a big yawn coming. She's more quiet by nature. Now, early on in her career, we had to really work through this, but now that her true colors are coming out, she really is kind of quiet and nice. So the fact that she's walking off without me asking is kind of rare for her, but really good for this lesson, because it helps me highlight this game we're going to play called One Step Wonder. I'm going to ask her to go forward in a moment, and I'm going to see how long she carries on forward. And I'm going to teach her to only carry on forward for one step instead of 10 or 20 or 30, because we're not doing cruise control. We're not teaching maintaining gait. They're really two separate concepts. Go and stop, follow my intention, and go and keep going, follow my intention. So we're going to play the go and stop game. If you put your foot on the gas pedal in a car and you take your foot off, the car will slow down naturally. So let's see what Grace does. I'm going to squeeze with my legs now. Squeeze with my legs to ask her to go. And I take my feet off the gas pedal now. Now I have no gas on the pedal. And she goes to find the nearest bite of grass. I'm going to back up now, because I wanted to just illustrate how she doesn't know the one-step wonder game. She just goes and keeps going, which means she's a little bit impulsive, a tiny bit impulsive. She's not just checked in, she's kind of checked out. So here's how it works. I'm going to squeeze, she's going to go, and then after one step, I'm literally going to pull back and back her up to train her to anticipate slowing down after going, so that I can work with one step at a time instead of 10 or 20 or 30. And I know that sounds tedious to some people, but it's extremely important when you're working with obstacles, gaits, livestock, to have your horse give you exactly the amount of energy you want instead of more than you want. So here we go. Squeeze to go, drop my gas pedal, my legs come off, pick up the brakes and back her up and drop the reins. Give her a pat. Here we go again. We're going to cycle through this until she starts to anticipate and understand. Squeeze to go, drop the gas pedal, pick up the brakes, and stop. What does it mean when I drop the gas pedal and she doesn't respond to that? It means she's being impulsive. She's going faster than I want. She's not following my intention. She's just reacting to a cue. I want her to feel me, to feel my seat and my energy. My energy is to just take one step and relax. That's it. That's my intention. Now later, when we talk about maintaining gait and cruise control, my intention will change and she'll need to feel that change in my intention. But horses can feel that. They're very sensitive. They can feel a fly land on their skin and they can shake it off. They're super, super sensitive. We can use that sensitivity. Here we go. Squeeze, drop the gas pedal, pick up the brakes, because I only wanted one step. I want you to feel the gas pedal come off. I literally pull my feet away and sink into my seat like, that's all I want. And she's not listening to that yet, but cycles will train the horse. So here we go again. Squeeze and drop my gas pedal. Ooh, squeeze and drop my gas pedal. Almost. I thought she might have it because before she shifted her weight, and she's on the right track. Here we go again. Squeeze. Squeeze in with my legs. Squeeze and drop the gas pedal. Nope, hasn't got it yet. Every horse will take anywhere from 10 to 20 or 30 cycles, repetition, until they go, oh, I know what you want. You want me to just take a step. So I'm going to show you with loose reins. Squeeze. Squeeze. Hallelujah. I got a step out of my horse without her doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. Let's try that again. Squeeze. Drop. Whoa. Evil finger thing there. Yeah, good. Austin Powers moved there. $1 million. I love it. More valuable. Now a child can ride a horse like this. I could put my mom, who's not a horse person, who's not even fit to ride a horse, she could ride a horse like this because she just takes care of you. So here we go again. Squeeze. Let's take a step, please. Release. Oh. Squeeze. Release. Oh, yeah, baby. She kind of did 1.5 steps, but she's getting the idea that I don't want more. I want what I want. I have this speed, this intention, this perfect sort of connection. And when she gives too much, I can feel that. I want you to learn to feel that too. Sensitize yourself so that when you say go, how much go do you really want? So your horse is clear. You're clear for your horse. Try that again. Squeeze. And release. Ah. Oh, almost. She just started to disconnect. She's like, I don't know what you want. You want me to just keep walking? Do you want me to stop after one step? Your horse won't know either. But this one-step wonder game is to help them learn the difference in your intention. You don't always mean the same thing. Sometimes you mean trot. Sometimes you mean walk. Thank you. Come back. And sometimes you just mean take a step. I need that one little extra step. Squeeze. Stop. Squeeze. Stop. Perfect. Yeah, I love a horse that will do that for me. I don't know if you can see her feet. The rail's in the way. So I'm going to kind of back her up and set her up to perhaps maybe you can see her feet just a little bit better. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, 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 pop. All right, there. Good. Same thing. I'm going to squeeze and take my foot off the gas pedal. Squeeze, foot off the gas pedal. Yeah, she just take about 1.5 steps there. Two steps. She's definitely showing signs of learning how to do only as much as I want, which is going to help me when I'm around obstacles, opening, closing gates, sidling up to somebody, putting a youngster on or an old person on here that is unfit to ride. She will take care of them because she only does exactly as much as you ask for. And if I asked her to go and she just keeps going, well, most people can ride that. But that doesn't mean she's connected to me. That might mean she's disconnected from me, and I want to train that connection in and teach her to be less impulsive and to be sharp about her cues and aids, specifically to my suggestions and my intention. Okay, now we're going to completely switch subjects. If you can master the one-step wonder game, please send me a video, show me that you can do this. This is a lot of fun, it's easy, it's safe. But then take your whole intention and change it. Now I want to be on cruise control. And I have a different intention in my body. I'm going to ask her to go, and I want her to keep going. In order to do that, I have to not be a sack of potatoes. Because this is the don't do anything signal. I need to have more life in my body. I'm only going to tell her to go once with my heels, but my energy in my body's different. So she's going to learn to listen to my energy instead of just my feet. When I squeeze, it might mean 1 step. It might mean 100 steps. How does she know the difference? Well, it's in my intention, my body. So here we go. We're going to go for more than 1 step. We're going to keep going. We'll walk around now. So I squeeze. And I have a different intention in my body now. Thank you for the 1 step. That was great. Now let's do more than 1 step. I have this energy that says, let's go somewhere. And I'm encouraging her to keep going. I want her to keep going. I've got life in my body now. And if I take that life out of my body, she should start to feel that and come back down, just like taking your foot off the gas pedal. You take life out of your body and she coasts down to a stop. She's already showing a bunch of wonderful signs of being connected and not impulsive or dull. So this time, my intention is to keep walking. So I have this gear in my body that says, let's go. I'm going to hold that gear in my body and send the cue to go. Now it means keep going. And if she stops prematurely, if she suddenly stops and says, I'm doing the 1-step wonder game again, she'll very quickly run into my heels and my energy that says, I didn't give you that game yet. And I pull the gas pedal off and stop, and she comes right down again. Oh, she's a good girl. Very good girl. So I want you to think of cruise control as a separate game. Same cues, I'm still using my heels to go for 1 step or go for 100, but my intention changes, and I'm really teaching my horse to follow my intention. So if you can, send me that video of doing 1 step with no reins. You can just squeeze and get 1 single step, back up every time if you don't. And then send me a video where you are walking and holding the walk, or trotting and holding the trot, or cantering and holding the canter. And I don't mean kicking every step. Just put the gas pedal on, and you hold this cruise control in your body, this energy. In fact, we're just about done here, but I want to leave you with this one little test. Next time you're driving your car, put it on cruise control, and then put your foot on the gas pedal, and notice how when you take it off cruise control, the gas pedal releases, which means you could do this slightly different, might make more sense. Put it on cruise control at 60 miles an hour, put the brakes on and slow down to 50, and then push resume on cruise control with your foot on the gas pedal. And notice how the cruise control mechanism in the car actually pushes down on the gas pedal for you instead of you doing it the whole time. The concept is this. Cruise control is energy held. It's not sack of potatoes making the horse be responsible for carrying you around at whatever speed. It's energy in your body that's held, and it's elegant, and it's almost invisible, but it's there. That's what maintaining gait should mean. There's a signal that's always emanating from you, and it's very subtle, but the horse can pick up on it. One-step wonder is no cruise control. It's just the ability to step the horse and come on and release. That's it. It's just the ability to guide the energy just like a gas and a brake. Cruise control is that different mechanism where you hold that energy and it looks invisible and beautiful. And then they learn to hold it at the trot, and they learn to hold it at the canter, and so on and so on. So I'm actually going to wrap that up. I want to say thank you for watching that portion about One Step Wonder. I hope to see a video from you in the comments or on Facebook. But I'm going to now open up the mic to the people in the group here to ask you questions. So go ahead.